Hello guys, it's your boy Jay back here on my channel Yuki Plays, and I'm here cause if you guys like the whole gameplay, I don't know, cause like I'm finna do a whole bunch of different other things. I'm also recording audio because I started that Xenoverse 2 playthrough that I had, like, told you guys that I was gonna do on this channel, but I kind of had to scrap that because like the audio file for the first video got messed up, and I was talking and whatnot on that whole, like, I literally recorded, like, I want to say like 5 episodes straight, just me talking, going through the gameplay, all the cutscenes. I was reading the dialogue and everything, and that just sort of messed up. Like the audio file got corrupted. I was speaking my heart out, like I was just going in, like in that playthrough. I was just talking and talking, and to come to find out that my audio wasn't recording. But I just wanted to give you guys that little quick update. I'm also hope you guys, like, I'm doing something where I'm like, when I edit, I put music in the background of my gameplay. This particular one is it's just, so a few EDM tracks, because I kind of like EDM music, like all types of music. But one thing for certain is the reason why I'm recording this video. This is a NBA 2K video because your boy, you guys didn't know, I'm a huge basketball fan. Very huge basketball fan. This is some gameplay that I had recorded a couple of months ago that I just scrapped together, put together. One, I think I started off playing with the Bucks, and then the second one I was playing somebody when I was like using my favorite team, which is the Lakers, and then obviously the Toronto Raptors is the team that I was facing. But anywho, this video is pretty much gonna be a story time. I think on my other channel, my advice channel, like this channel, I'm also gonna do story times on when I do my gameplays. Like pretty much, this is just for me, like to talk and stuff and whatnot on this channel. The other channel is an advice channel. It's also to help people out, like give perspectives on real life issues. But I mean, I could talk about real life issues on this channel too. But this was more so for like for me to express myself through gameplay and shit like that. But this first video is gonna, well, not this first video because this isn't my first video, but this first story time on this channel is gonna be about, like, I already, like I was saying, I went in depth about, like, well, I didn't go in depth, but I told a little bit about this girl that I dated for like the worst girlfriend I ever had. I dated her for 2 years on and off. The reason why we were on and off so much is because she was constantly cheating on me, like every single opportunity, like she would cheat on me. Like that's pretty much what the gist of our relationship was me, her cheating on me, and me forgiving her, and buying into her shit, and taking her back every single time. Got to a point where obviously, like, I left and everything, and I met somebody new and stuff like that, whatnot, and that's what happened. Like, I met somebody new, and I moved on from there, even though I'm not dating that person that I moved on with. But me and her still got, like, kind of a good relationship, even though, like, the girl that I moved on from her, like, like, she was, the girl I moved on from her was somebody that I was deeply, madly in love with. But we have a good relationship now. We're perfectly fine and everything or whatnot. But this particular ex, I don't talk to whatsoever. Like, I tried everything. Like, I tried being friends with her. I tried, but every time I do that, it wouldn't work out. But this story I'm gonna tell you is about, like, through our 2 year on and off relationship, she's ruined about 3 birthdays that I had. 3 total. Like, 3. And that's what I'm gonna talk about. Like, the 3 birthdays. Like, 2 years when we were together, and then 1 year where we weren't. So I was I want to say the first time was like I caught her cheating, like, on my birthday. This was terrible. Like, this was really, really bad. I think this was like, oh, excuse me, the second time she had, like, cheated on me and everything or whatnot. This is like the second time, like, I caught her, and this was like the first time I caught her. Like, I went in depth about the first time I caught her on the other channel, my advice channel, but funny enough, that's a gameplay video as well. But I went in depth about that one, and I told her, but like this time, what happened is like, we were together, and she was telling me stuff like, oh, like cause like, no, what I noticed is whenever she would start to cheat on me, she would act different. Like, she would act all funny and be like, instead of calling me babe, she'll start calling me bro, or like instead of calling me her boyfriend, she'll call me a friend and shit like that. Which, fellas, is a sign, bro. Don't be trying to buy into that bullshit. But what I'm finna say is, what I'm saying is, right now, is that, okay, well, forget about that. She's calling me bro and shit. And then she was telling me, like, something about moving, like, cause, like, you know, she was telling me about moving to, like, DC with some guy, like, just be like, oh, he's just a friend or whatnot. And she was like, it wouldn't really be that big. Like, she was like telling me stupid shit, like, I'm in love with you or whatnot. Like, you can never trust me. And then, like, you know, me at that point, like, I was like, bro, like, you cheated on me before. Like, how can I not trust you? Like, why you telling me shit like this? And she was like, just because I told you that doesn't mean I'm cheating or anything. Like, you're just being so insecure and shit like that. That's the first thing she'll always tell me, like, whenever, like, she would cheat on me, is that I was being insecure. But, you know, at that point when she told me that, like, I kind of knew that she, you know, she was cheating on me or whatnot. And I just asked her, and she pretty much told me the truth. Like, I was like, this time, like, for real, no games, just tell me the truth. Like, what's going on? And, you know, she told me, obviously, like, you know, she was talking to this other guy, whatnot. Cool. Broke up. And obviously, like I said, like, this is, like, literally, like we had been dating for, like, I want to say a couple months at that point. But, you know, obviously, like, you know, I broke up with her, and then obviously 3 weeks later, you know, like I said, I was with her for 2 years on and off, so, you know, yeah, like, you know, yeah, like, I ain't even gotta go into detail about that. So then, after that, like, the second birthday she ruined was this one. I'm probably gonna go, this one and the last one I'm probably gonna go most in depth to. But, like it was at a point where, like, you know, this, like, she had broke up with me before. Like, this was at a point where she was telling me, like, she wasn't feeling it no more and she wanted to break up with me or whatnot. So, you know, I was sad or whatnot, and I started to, like, you know, talk to this one girl, very, very beautiful girl. Like, she was very beautiful, but at the same time, like, she was a very rude human being. Like, she was a very beautiful girl. Like, she was Mexican, and I want to say, like, Indian. Like, I'm not talking about Native American. I'm talking about, like, her father's from India, her mother's, like, from Mexico, like, literally. Like, and this girl, she also, like, modeled and whatnot too. Like, she was a very, very pretty girl. Like, but at the same time, I was like, I want to say I had just turned 19 around this time, and she was like, she had just barely turned 18, so, you know, not really that much of a difference, like a year different or whatnot, right? And, like, obviously me and her had history, and obviously me during that time, like, you know, I really had like, I wouldn't say I was in love with her, because, like, during the time I thought it was love, but I really wasn't in love. But, you know, during the time I thought I was in love with her, and obviously I still had feelings for her. And, like, literally, I'm not even lying, this was literally November 29th. Like, this happened because, like, my birthday is November 30th. This was November 29th. And this is carrying out because, like, this was late at night because, like, obviously she, like a week prior, she tried to come back in the picture and, like, you know, first her way in and be like, no, like, you can't be talking to her because, like, I'm your man or whatnot. And I'm like, no, because, like, you left, and, like, she likes me or whatnot, and, like, you know, like, she's this, she's that, she's way prettier than you, like, she's treating me better, even though, like, she didn't cheat on me. She really was, that girl really wasn't treating me any type of better. The girl I told you about, like, the girl, like, you know, I was talking to, that model or whatnot, like, she was rude, like, she was disrespectful. How the way she would talk to me was just utterly disgusting. Like, it was very, very disgusting. And, like, I shouldn't have put up with that. Like, to be honest, that's the type of girl I shouldn't have talked to. But, you know, I carry on with it, because, like, another lesson, fellas, just because a girl is pretty, don't let that, like, don't let that shit make you keep talking to her, because, like, I can tell you, like, from experience, there's probably, like, even with her, there's probably way prettier girls out there that'll treat you, like, 10 times better. Like, I can tell you that straight up, and I can tell you that from experience. But aside from that, you know, and, like, she was trying to split between me and her. Like, me and the girl wasn't dating, but, like, you know, we were talking. She was like, oh, like she had like made it seem like I was cheating on the girl, like, with her, like, even though I really wasn't talking to her. And, like, me and the girl wasn't dating obviously, but still like when you're talking to somebody, you don't pretty much like you don't mess with other females. But she was making it seem like, I was like, sleeping around with her, which we were, and she was making it seem like this and that, and she was all mad and everything, and like obviously like, that ruined it because like I had like, cause like I'm not even gonna lie, she made me feel like, cause she's very good at like, being a manipulator. Like she made me feel guilty for doing like for like trying to move on and doing what I did after she had broke up with me. And like I guess like I know like even though like looking back at it now, like it's probably better because that girl wasn't like good for me anyway. The girl I was talking to, like that ruined everything. Like cause like that ruined everything. That ruined my whole entire night, and that also carried over into the next day. Like that carried well over into the next day where I was like, which was my birthday, and that whole thing was going on. Like she gave me an ultimatum. It was her or it was her, the girl I was talking to, or the girl that I had like at this point I had like a year, like I had been with her for a year. So like I'm over here like fine whatever. Like I had thought about it. I was like, you know what, since like like I cared about that girl, like I went back to her. Come to find out that same night on my birthday, after I had just tossed that other girl away, she's sleeping with one of my friends. I can't even like make that up. She's sleeping with one of my friends, and I look so stupid because like at that point I had already chose her and tossed the other girl away. And then like yeah, and then the third one, this one was like I've had pretty like ever since like my 21st. Like my 21st, not only did like my ex ruin my birthday, but like some other events happened on my 21st that ruined it. But like obviously it first started off with my ex because like I told you like I had moved on with another girl, and me and the other girl like we had like obviously I was still in love with her or whatnot, and like like we had like I had broke up with her like I want to say like a few months prior, like a few months before that, and that was hard. Like I'm not even gonna lie, that was a hard situation for me, and like, and the other girl, like obviously I told you the girl that I used to date, the one that constantly kept cheating on me, like because like a lot of stuff happened like to where I stopped talking to her because like she insulted the girl that like I fell in love with, and she was being rude, she was doing this and doing that, so at a point I cut her off. But when me and that girl broke up, me and my ex, like the one that kept constantly cheating on me, like I just decided to become friends with her. I was like, you know what, I don't really want to be with you, but like, you know what, and like that ex was telling me like she was so sorry for everything, like she was sorry for insulting her, doing this and that, and she just wanted to be friends, like she wanted to let bygones be bygones. Well, apparently that really wasn't the case, and like she really like started to harass like the girl that like I was in love with, even though like the girl I was in love with was my ex during the time. She started to harass her. She started to disrespect her like this and that. I don't know what she told her, but like to get like that girl mad or whatnot. But like I remember like, but my ex did like, cause she didn't show me all the messages, but like the girl that I was madly in love with during the time, like she showed me the shit like that they were going back and forth and saying, and like I ain't even gonna lie, I kind of laughed at it. I kind of laughed at it for what she said, cause like, and then like I don't know what they were talking about, but like last thing I knew, but like she ruined it. Like she ruined my whole entire mood, and I felt terrible because like obviously like even though me and like the girl that like I'm telling you guys like I was madly in love with, we were dating, like I just felt guilty because like even though like nothing like was going on between me and my like that ex, like I felt bad because like I actually believed her that she let bygones be bygones, and she was over and done with that, and everything was gonna be okay. I felt guilty because I actually fed into that. I also felt guilty because like she would literally just talk shit about her and harass her, but like I felt guilty like due to the fact that I thought like everything was over and done with. Like I really felt guilty. Like I had a guilty conscience. Like that night, like I was just so distraught and just so angry. Like I had to blow off my steam at a strip club. Like I ain't even lie, on my 21st I went to a strip club. Probably the last time I'm ever going to a strip club. Also another story time I might tell about the strip club that I went to for my 21st. Might do that in another video, but you know, but like yeah, like I felt terrible because like she started to harass my ex and stuff like the girl like I was still like I keep saying that I was madly in love with that because like I was in love with her. I really was in love with her. Like that girl, like and I can be completely honest when I say that. But I just felt bad and then like you know, that ruined my night, but like I ain't even gonna lie, like I really don't know what my ex told her, but like it did something to piss that girl off. And then at that point, I just completely blocked her and I haven't talked to her since. Like that was the last time I talked to her. Aside from the one time where she like, you know, hacked my Instagram and made it to where she can follow me and see my posts, but then outside of that, I was like, I just blocked her. Like after that was the end of it. Like after that, there was no more contact with her. But those are a few birthdays that were ruined for me, and sorry if I'm like, you know, sounding kind of rushed with this audio because I'm trying to keep it under a certain amount of time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for my next story time. So hello guys, it's your boy Jay back here on my channel Yuki Plays, and I'm here because if you can't